Started. Okay, hi guys. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this episode of the podcast session. That's the episode number 2, I guess, 2 or 3. I can't remember. So, I hope I'm audible enough though.
Yeah.
I'm here with another guest. My amicable guests are always very prepared and I hope, because I'm a bit tense actually. I hope I can do this, and because this is more like a natural conversation, but I love it. I love it. So let me just give you the space to introduce yourself. Okay.
Okay. My name is Jayel Belford. I am from Sierra Leone, photographer here in China.
It's amazing. Okay. So should I introduce myself? Or since it's a first impression stuff. By the way, you guys, this is my first time seeing him and my second time speaking with him. Okay, we've never met. We just added each other's WeChat like less than a week ago, and here we are. I mean, we can meet anyone anywhere. So I'm happy to meet you. By the way.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, I'm Jane, and I'm obviously the host for this podcast, Talk with JB.
Yeah.
So first, I would like to maybe ask you. You can always ask me. Let's just flow with the whole natural talk. So, what was your first impression of me? The very first time. Oh, wait. A disclaimer. I added you so late, and I'm so sorry. Okay, I was so busy when you texted. I mean, when you sent a friend request, I think it took me so many hours, like so long to accept. So sorry. Don't judge me by that.
that could be assessed as part of the first impression, though. But anyway, it's not a matter. It's not an issue because we're all busy and it's okay. I think my first impression of you was how should I put it? Someone who is outgoing and interesting.
Interesting? Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Interested in the I'll explain that later.
Okay.
Outgoing, I think interesting. I didn't judge you on the friend request.
Okay.
No. I think for those two, yeah.
Okay, I'm outgoing. I am okay. First, I'll say yes. I'm very outgoing, and sometimes I would say sometimes. And okay, if I'm to talk about my first impression of you, I think you're a very patient person. Okay, even before this whole section right now, we had a few drops. Like we're supposed to start like 15-20 minutes ago, you guys. And
exactly.
I was busy. We had to change the whole topic.
Time.
He was so patient. I mean, my first impression of him, apart from the day we added each other, was patience, and I think he's a cool guy. And I had to snitch. Okay, this is a confession. I went to your WeChat channel. Okay, I went to your WeChat channel. I started scrolling through all your videos, your pictures, even the one you took. Like I think you had a show with a girl in Shanghai. Yeah, an outdoor shoot.
Yes.
Yeah, she was on a red gown or something. Like it was so beautiful. Like I was just scrolling. I was smiling. I don't know why. I was smiling. Like I love the creativity. I really love it. So
thank you.
You're smart with your look. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
You're smart. You're creative, and you're so patient. So yeah.
I would say the same for you when it comes to thank you. I think I would say the same for you when it comes to being smart, as in like the previous conversation you had with the other guys, and I like the fact that you're willing to you have your own ideas, you have your own beliefs, but also even the platform of listening to people to get what they have to say as well is amazing, because smart people always learn, you know.
Okay, so the whole podcast idea is amazing, or just maybe like being a good leader?
No, your my interaction with you,
Okay.
first of all, the conversations we had earlier,
Oh,
for the past week, that, and then together with the podcast and everything, because it's the first impression, right? So you gather all different
okay. So what?
assessments.
Why? Okay. Now let's go into the question. But don't forget. You can also ask me. Let's not do it like a host
Okay,
and a guest thingy. Okay. Let's just do like two
sure.
new people trying to meet each other, trying to know each other, like a blind date. Okay. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
what would have pushed you away? Like, what was the first impression that if I had given you, you would have been like, okay, you girl, just stay your cool. What would that have been?
I think, okay, personally, I don't like games. Games as in every sector, whether
Okay.
it's business, whether it's work, whether it's romantic, whether it's friendship. There are people who don't respect people's time, and they don't respect the fact that people are reaching out to them. So if I had texted you and you continuously took 2 to 3 hours to respond, that's a turn off for me in every area,
Okay.
no matter what. And I understand people are busy, because even myself, I might be sleeping, I might be working, I might be busy in my, like, just around, and it does happen. But if it's like a continuous occurrence, that would have been off. um I would say being rude, but I don't think one would just be rude just like that. You need, it's either I do something to you or I do something that you find offensive, but it wasn't there. So for now, those two, because there are people who can be good for the reason. Those two, games and being rude, that would have been like, it's okay, ma'am. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I'm proud I didn't do that. But anyways, I was not gonna do that no matter whom you are. And as
Yeah.
a matter of fact, sometimes some people add you and they wait for you to talk first. Okay,
Oh,
you
yes.
added me, so you should tell me why you added me, right?
Oh,
But
for
they
sure.
just wait for you to talk. So sometimes I just text them, "Hi, how may I be of
Help you.
assistance?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. I think we have something in common because I really don't like when someone replies like leaves my response or rather leave my message and it takes them years to reply. I mean,
Definitely.
I feel a bit bad, and but sometimes I understand them that they could be busy, and
Right.
apparently not everyone uses WeChat so much. Okay, so sometimes I try to make excuses for them, but like you said, if it continues like
Exactly.
6 times, 10 times, I'm like, okay, and that would actually make me kind of like drift myself away from them. But I'm not gonna be sure if that would count as a bad impression for me. Mm.
Yeah, because I was just about to say, what do you think your turn off technically would have been?
Oh, okay. It depends
Okay.
because I'm a bit biased when it comes to the girl and the guy's life. Okay,
Right.
I give more records to girls more than guys. I take more
Okay.
bullshit from girls more than guys.
Okay.
So I'm not a feminist. Okay, I'm not a feminist, but I just treat the girls like softer.
Different.
than-
Okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So let me start with the girls. I think for a girl, if we first added, because I mean we meet people online every day, and if that's the way we met, and the first thing was hello, hi, how are you, where are you from, blah blah blah, and all of that, and you just start snoking around. Snoking, I mean asking me my personal questions like,
Questions. Okay.
who's a boyfriend, are you this? Are you that? Okay, I'm the kind of person that I love to talk a lot, but I respect boundaries.
Boundaries. Right.
I respect boundaries a lot. And if that was the first boundary you gave, I mean, if that was the first thing you gave me as a girl, like asking me so many questions, personal questions, family,
Red flag.
I think it's a bit of a red flag. And I may not, I might answer you because, I mean, you're a girl and I treat you so sweet, but I might give you space because I would feel like, okay, you're just here to suck away everything I have already.
Information out of me. Yeah.
So that's a bit of a red flag. For girls, I don't really see so much as a red flag. And number two, for guys, okay, let
Time.
me see.
So you had blanket.
I'm not like, wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be harsh. But for guys, I think
You had
when you
blanket.
snob me, you
Okay.
don't snob me. No one snobs me.
Oh, okay.
Snubs me. Okay, there's a difference between you're busy and you don't reply,
Yes.
then when you notice someone is snubbing you. Like if it's a first impression, I would learn from your snubbing because I say you should well, what was the saying? You should believe a person when they first show you their character. Like how is it said?
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
one of the red flag for me for guys. For
But
girls, yeah.
don't you think believing a person when they show you the sign of the first character is as judging a book by the cover, apart from the physical view? Because judging a book by the cover, most times we relate it with just seeing someone physically, not getting to know them. But maybe your first interaction with them might not be that of who they are.
Well, if that's the case, judging a book by the cover is more like seeing someone and you've never had a conversation with them and you're already saying,
Mhm.
oh, this person is this person is that. But
Mm,
if we've gone to the next session of adding each other's WeChat, Facebook account, WhatsApp, whatever it
yeah.
is, and then I show you whom I am. Okay, I would make an excuse of sometimes it could be a trashy day, sometimes we could be going through a lot. But if I've given you the chance to prove yourself and
And
you've proven
okay,
yourself, yeah. But you're right. I think you're right because sometimes we shouldn't really take the first thing someone gives us. We should allow them have the second chance.
a
So
second chance. Yeah.
it could be. It could be. Yeah, that makes
Very nice.
sense.
So is uh first interactions, are they, to you, are they very important? Is it something you assess very much?
First
Like in any area.
interaction.
Let's say, for example, your dating life. Not to cross boundaries, actually. Now, your dating life is
Maybe
first
chatting.
impression. Because sometimes you have to be careful there. You get me?
No, you're not a girl. You're not a girl. So it's
All right.
okay. It's okay.
So, all right. So, like, is first impression something that you hold? In fact, is it a box that you tick?
I would say 40-60. It's not so
Mm,
important for me
okay.
necessarily because I could be an asshole the first time
In
you
the
meet
first time
me.
you met me, yeah. But
Yeah,
then
but
you go down.
I'm so sweet by the way. So
Okay.
if you want to judge me by the way, maybe like you met me somewhere and I'm like heating angry and I'm like
That's the
go
thing,
away.
depending on the situation again.
That is not who I am. That's why I actually said a girl and a guy. There are some things I could take from a girl, and there's something I could take from a guy. So, but generally speaking, I think first impression to me does not really matter, but second matters a lot. If there's anything like second impression, yeah. What about you?
I think for me, how do I say? Um, it matters, don't I?
Okay.
But I think I'd always give people the chance the second time, and after the second time, because I'm a bit patient, as you said, I'm a bit patient. So I would assess you, observe our first impression. Sorry, your first impression, given our first interaction, no matter the given situation, and then allow you again to have a second impression if that's a thing. And then I'll know that, oh, okay, it was, this person is actually not like this. It's because of a certain situation. Understand that happened. But if it's something that happened the second time, then I'm like, I was right. But I think first impression is very important. It is very important because you sell yourself. Let's look at a business part. Let's look at a relationship. You're practically going on a date. You're practically pitching yourself to someone. You're selling yourself, I would say. So someone choose to be attracted to you. So in your pitching, if I find out that you're this kind of person and that character might not be something I like, because there are people who like violence, there are people who like and that character doesn't resonate with me, I might like, okay, this person's like this, let's go a second time and I'll see how, if it's the same, then I'm like, this I cannot. If it is not, then I would understand and maybe we'll have a conversation in the future, yes, and say, you know what, when we met, I actually thought you were this person, but getting to know you, it was that.
All right. There's some like first impression, but I've never really taken it to my head, and I always have more like an excuse of, oh, this is online. People maybe don't chat online so well. Maybe they don't get along with online stuff. But if I finally meet you personally and you show me exactly what you showed me online, then it just explains and defines the whole thing. So you're talking about business and the first impression. Maybe we could go through all categories of life.
Exactly.
All right. So what is your first ideal impression when it comes to business? I mean, what is someone gonna do business wise that would say, okay, you know what, I could do business with this person? Well, what would they look out for? And what's the
I have a list.
Okay.
First of all, when it's business, when I'm having a business discussion with someone, the first thing I look out for is your dedication. And I pick out your dedication according to the conversations we have. So if there's a business we have to discuss, I'm gonna break boundaries and ask personally about other businesses that you might have ventured in. It's business. There's you have to be honest, you have to be direct and straightforward. So in that light, dedication, I want to see if you're dedicated to things, because that will determine your dedication for whatever we're willing to work into. Number 2, interest. I think the interest goes with dedication, because if you're interested in something, you'll definitely be dedicated. But interest in the sense of, how do you want this to work? Because you might be dedicated to your past businesses, but you are not interested in what we are trying to work on.
About.
So interest in that light, that in the future, how interested or invested would you be for us to pursue this? And those are the first two. That's like the first stage. When you pass that stage, then number 2, I think personal accountability, willingness
what if it's an online chat?
If it's online chat, these questions will still be asked. I'll still ask these questions. I'll still go beyond, because I believe a business it's something that we'll both want to go into succeed. So I am open to you asking me whatever business you want to. I am definitely going to ask you a lot of questions and see how also you have different ideas and how you can create. And one thing I respect about business is confrontation. For example, if I have a business partner, right, and they bring an idea, let me do the reverse. I have a business partner and I bring up an idea. I don't just want a business partner that will say, okay, bro, you're right. Okay, bro, you're right. I want you to challenge me.
Talk about, exactly. That's something.
Bring up more things that we might join, or say, I don't like okay, your idea is good, bro, but I don't like this. Maybe we go about
A
it this way.
disagreement is very, yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
It's
You're right.
very important when I work, when I'm in, like when I work with people and business. And I'm like that with my friends and other people I have different things with, business with. But I respect that a lot. It doesn't show disrespect. It shows we are both brainstorming different ideas and we're both assessing what is best to move ahead with whatever we're doing. I respect confrontation in business.
Confrontation is actually what I do a lot.
Yeah.
And as a lady,
Okay.
I was talking with over like some days ago, and I'm like, okay, I'm not sure what group that is, but if I see someone comment on maybe you're hitting on someone else or you're trying to abuse someone else or
Yeah.
trying to do something that is not right. Groups we may have 500 people in the group, but
Exactly.
just a few talk. If I'm in that group and if I have the chance and I know that what you're talking about is wrong, I would comment, okay? And if you give me back maybe word to word, I would not take it personal, but I have to comment on something. I have to be additional. I have to make my voice heard. Not all the time as well. But in business, I think if it's more like, especially when it's a partnership stuff, like
Yeah.
you're not the sole proprietorship of this business, you're having a partnership with someone else. If I bring, maybe for example, I ask us to start selling a pen where I know there are no institutions or school. As a partner, if you tell me, that's a good idea, cool, at that moment, I will know, okay, this person is not telling me the truth.
The truth, yeah.
What is your idea? Do you think having a pen in a village, like a village where
Exactly.
there is no school, do you
And
think
they
it makes
afford
sense?
it.
Can they do it? Can they afford it? Even
Maybe
if
we sell pen and pencils.
I know. So
Yeah.
I think, okay. Okay, we're actually going to a very big place right now, from first
Exactly.
impression to.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if it comes to relationship? What's your
Really?
first impression? Maybe like you start asking a girl out. What's the
Okay.
first impression that was?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Relationships. I'm very. I don't use the word picky. I'm not picky. I'm just when it comes to morals, I think I'm picky there. Morals as in respect. Um yeah, respect. Let me just handle respect first. I think in choosing a partner, what I look for one is respect. First impression, respect. Feminine. I don't like feminists because yeah. Let me be specific. I don't like modern day feminists because I believe in traditional feminism. I know what the course is going into,
Can you
and I believe
explain
in
that
the
further? Because
opportunity
okay.
for women. Even though I'm a traditional man,
Oh,
but
okay.
if my woman wants to say, "Hey, I want to do something," I'm like, I support you. If she wants to say, "I'm a stay-at-home mom," it's all good still.
Oh my
But I'm
god.
very traditional. I don't support this modern day things. Me Too movements, no. So one, she must be feminine. Okay, not must be, but at least because must be is like
Wait, wait. Can you explain that? I mean,
okay. I don't like women
feminine.
who are feminists. Feminists are very combative.
Mm-hmm.
Combative as in um I like a woman to have her own opinion. I like a woman to think for herself. I like a woman that challenges me, but not try to be combative with me. For example, if we go on a date, I would never allow 50-50 split because I feel like that's a ground for disrespect. And yeah, so
Okay.
these are just subtle things because I believe and it has nothing to do with ego, even though a man is his ego. But it has nothing to do with ego. I'm just traditional like that. I believe a man has his responsibilities. If I ask you out on a date, it is my responsibility to pay. It is my responsibility to look after you, protect you, do at that time that you're with me, to handle whatever needs to be handled. So, um, she needs to be feminine, soft spoken, uh, caring. I can't tell if someone is that caring within the first time talking to them. You can. but you have to experience a week,
Amount of
2
time.
months, and see how they treat you. Then you know, shit, this person is caring. So that might be, but it doesn't cover the first impression. But first impression is respectful, feminine. Yeah, those two first. Those two first. I love my women feminine, and I love my women. I'm saying this not that I have many women. Actually, I'm just saying. Sorry. No.
I mean, it's a conversation, so
Yeah.
it's okay. The world is
I love
listening
her
to
to
you.
be. I would want her to be feminine. Let me rephrase. I would want my woman to be feminine. I would want my woman to be respectful, and the rest would fall. Those are the first two things I check in.
Respectful and being
Respectful. I am big on respect, and feminine. Feminine,
that's
soft.
that's
Just,
interesting.
just be nice. Just.
Wait. Let's differentiate this whole thing, right? You're talking about feminine, right? Would you want her to be independent or just be dependent, like fully feminine, or there should
Oh,
be a part of masculinity in the whole character?
okay.
Uh huh.
Here's the contradiction with myself. Yeah, because I believe I'm a very traditional guy, but I believe as we grow, as we evolve, there are certain things that I can't place on my woman. Like, for example, I can't say you must be fully independent, fully dependent on me.
Okay.
As in, yes, I believe if you want to do your thing, go ahead and do it. If you want to think independently with ideas, go ahead. I believe that. But what is mine to handle, family, because I'm big on family as well, responsibilities, I will. So you do you, I will do me, and technically do us. You get what I'm saying? So independent, just a bit with your thoughts, with your ideas. Because sometimes I don't know everything. I might be thinking A, but maybe your own independent B is much better than my
It
A
makes
idea.
sense. Uh huh.
So that's where I think I'm a bit hypocritical, and it's double standards. And I accept. I'm very honest, and I'm very honest with myself that as much as I'm a traditional guy, I would want a woman that is independent. But that doesn't mean she's that independent where she has to. I'm a boss babe, boss lady. Calm down, calm down.
Okay, that's the feminist you're trying to refer to, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, I get it. I get it. Because that's not a topic for today, you guys. We have to come back to the first impression.
Exactly. We'll go back.
That could be a very special topic, by the way. Like being
Exactly.
feminist and not being feminist. Okay, so that is about business relationship. From me, do you want me to talk or just?
Yes. Business.
All right, so business part. I'm a business person, by the way, and if you watched my last topic with Ali Daddy,
The guy, yeah.
yeah, we talked about business. So I think no matter if it's offline or online, when people talk, you cannot really see their honesty. So I think I'm not patient person, okay, but I cannot read people's minds sometimes. Sometimes I get away with it. Sometimes I could be wrong. But then, like you said, your dedication. Like if you're dedicated and if you're not so pushy. I don't like pushy people, okay, when it comes to business, not relationship, okay? Business part, if you're not pushing me, like push, 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 pay this money, do this, do that.
Exactly.
That could be
Business has
mistaken
no
with
emotions.
dedication, okay? But that is
Yeah.
not dedication. That is being pushy, okay? If you're being pushy, I could have a second thought. I'm like, okay, why is this person pushing
Okay.
me? Like,
Okay.
why
Okay.
can't we just
Okay.
analyze? So that first impression might either scare me away, or if it's still what I want to go because of reference from other friends, I would just have to be patient. But that's first impression from a new company in general is gonna
Yeah.
push me away. So for relationship, I think okay, for a guy, obviously I'm straight, duh. So for guys, my first
For the
impression when it
record.
comes for the record. Okay, My first impression when it comes to like dating a new guy, let's just say a
Yeah.
new guy, would be how nice are you? Because I have a thing with being nice. I don't like saucy people. I don't like people that forms like if you come to my DM and tell me, "Hey Jane, I have this. I have a car. I have a house." I'm gonna block
Forward,
you.
beautiful forward. Yeah.
I'm gonna block you because I mean, that is not what matters. How are you? Whom are you
Exactly.
before all those things? Because okay, what if we end up together and we don't have all those things again, you know? So, your first impression as a guy, what I will be looking forward to. I'm not sure people should see this, but people always ask me, Jane, what's your preference in a guy? But now I'm going to say it. I think just be nice generally with your words if it's online. And I'm not asking you to be flirty with me because I hate flirts. I'm not sure if I'm different from other girls, but I hate when a guy flirts with me. No, 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 that's boring. That's so boring to me because,
You mean in the introductory stage?
yes, don't be
But
flirty.
but you like your man flirting with you
Okay,
after
well, I mean, of course, like,
when he's your man when you okay.
but he's my man, okay? But like if we're just in the talking stage,
I
right?
get you.
You
I
should
get you.
just go straight to the point. And people will be like, oh, we don't like going. I love it. Like I respect a man that
I like
is
that.
bold. Really, I
Exactly.
respect a man that
And
is bold. I respect, like, I give them this highest respect. And I'm not this typical cultural person that will be like, oh, you have to woo me like
I get
a
you.
lot of time. Oh, no, you have to still woo me though. But
Of
you have
course.
to
It's
be,
the process.
bold. You have to
I
keep
get
it,
you. I
yeah.
get you. But it's not the hard to get type of thing.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I get you. I get you. And I think that's something for me as well because I hate time wasting. I
Uh,
mean, time wasting. Even myself, I don't waste my time. I see, I aim, I shoot. It's either you. Of course, it's
you
not by
dodge
force.
or you
Auntie,
enter.
if you're not feeling me, thank you very much. I
Well,
appreciate.
I get it. I
I'm
get it.
out.
I
But that
get
time we are hello. There's this thing where we actually talk like. I think I had a conversation towards the friend zone with one of my guys like last year. So he was having a situation, and but he actually found himself in the friend zone. So I'm like, so okay, how? Because one time it was she was feeling me. Next thing she's calling me, but I'm like, oh, what happened?
Aww,
So what
sad.
happened was the texting. You know, when you start off high on a high,
Uh-huh.
but then you fail to hit the nail on the head, and you keep just checking in on her.
Hi,
How are
hi,
you?
hi. For like weeks, for like months.
That time she's like, what do you want? What's happening? But you're just showing the care. It's important, but you're not showing your intent. So I think he was just high checking on you, just that he found himself. I'm like, I think that was the issue. Just hit the nail on the head. Of course, the first day might not be appropriate. Maybe the
Yeah,
second day, once she gets comfortable with texting you, then you
super.
tell her your intent, and it's one of two things: it's either she's open to it or she's not. And it's not something that she will tell you, okay, I'm open to it now. No, you feel yourself, but the intent must be made known. And if she is, you move on and create dates. If she's not, then it's okay. But the time wasting is just is something. Just go straight for it. I think guys are afraid of rejection. But anyway, I think
Yeah.
we have a lot of
Well, the
subtopics here
rejection
right now.
part is the rejection part
Yeah,
is correct. Which sometimes when I think about it, I'm always like, oh guys, I'm sorry. Like the rejection is so much, and it
we
hurts.
gotta have it.
Like
We
it
gotta have.
hurts to be rejected. So I'm like,
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
ah, you can take your time. Really, anyone can take their time. But my
Exactly.
own turn off for the first impression is they're like, oh baby, you how do you put it? I could turn your life around. I could change your life. No, don't do that to me. That is so old school. Do not do that.
That's cringe,
Do
actually.
not. People still do that.
That's cringe because
People
that's
still.
like
Okay.
insulting the person.
You know, I have a
Like,
WeChat
so you think my
channel.
life is not around?
I
Okay.
have a WeChat channel, and I don't know where he's from, but he looked like maybe Asian or white. I'm not sure. And then someone texted me. He asked, I think he watched one of my videos. He
Yeah.
said, "Oh, your smile looks so beautiful." I was like, "Oh, thanks." The next question he asked me was, "Are you married?" I said, "Okay, that's a bit of a direct question, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not married." He said, "Oh, your boyfriend must be very lucky."
He's trying to find out your situation, your
Oh, yeah,
relationship
exactly,
status.
exactly. I'm like, should I answer that too? So that's a turn off. If someone like that asks me for my WeChat number, like the real WeChat, not the
Yeah.
WeChat channel, I'm so sure I can give to someone like that because that scares the hell out of me.
Yeah,
First
because
impression is not.
there's a thin line with trying to figure out her status and also trying not to be a creep that wants to know everything in her life.
Exactly.
So it's either you just ask one question and pull out or not.
Anyways, so we've talked about business. What are the aspects?
Friendship,
Let's hear about. Oh, friendship. Ah, okay. Maybe I
but
should
I think
go.
for women to women though.
For women to women, I think.
Sorry, do you have male friends?
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
okay.
more male friends actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so for ladies, ladies, we have problems. Okay, we have the smooth swing and the whole thing. But
Yeah,
I've got a lot of female friends, and it's been amazing. I think it depends on the kind of person you like to make friends with. With the ones I have here in China, no dramatic. I mean, our friendship are always defined, okay?
okay.
And it's very important when you define your friendship. Like,
Facts.
I know people I could call, "Hey girl, what's up? I need advice on like
Yes,
designs." Like, and one friendship or one category of friendship I don't keep is the gossip, gossip group.
not
Okay.
good.
I don't do all of those. I just keep friends that I know that okay, this lady can help me out maybe when I'm
Facts.
going through
Facts.
that stuff. And yeah, but their first impression for me to call you a friend as a lady, I love ladies or anyone actually that is open to me. Like even the first time we meet, if I'm open to you, I'm expecting you to be open to me as well. But it's not a must. But if you open up to me and trying to be vulnerable, in this world we are very scared of being vulnerable. So I really respect those that go through the next step of being vulnerable. Yeah. So for friendship, I think someone that could be vulnerable with me, I like it. But if you're trying
Okay.
to like form a big girl for me,
I know, right?
it's not
I know,
my
right?
class. You can
Yeah.
actually enter any class you like. You can be. We all
Facts.
have high classes. We all have
Facts.
high classes, but sometimes it's not necessary to show it to people. It just
Respect.
has to be
Yeah.
respectful and yeah. But if you come to my DM or we start being friends and you want to give me the fact that oh you are in this kind of class, okay, I could just push away and just like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what about you guys? Are guys
For
really
me,
friends? That
sorry,
sounds somehow.
sorry.
Like, do we really have guy to guy friendships?
Yeah.
That could be, yeah.
For me, I only have guy friends.
Okay, why?
No, not in a bad way, but I only
No, 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 I'm not talking about that.
friendship with guys. What I look for is loyalty.
Oh,
That's the most important thing I look for. I understand as a guy you might have other guy friends, but loyalty in the sense of guys gossip as well, right?
okay.
Yeah, we do.
I know.
Yeah. So um, I don't have I don't like a big circle of friends because within that five circle of friendship, best friendship, there are two friends who are more closer. So I'd
Closer
rather be
friends.
close with my one or two guys. That's enough for me. So for me, it's loyalty in every aspect. Like, do I know I can call you when I need something, when I'm in trouble, when I need advice? Sometimes financial help. sometimes brainstorming ideas, sometimes business. Is this person reliable? That's how I base my friendship. Loyalty, reliability, and yeah, your value. But there are people I know and acquaintances. For me, I have a lot of
You're,
acquaintances.
oh, okay.
I don't have much friends because I'm very poor with keeping up, checking in all the time with friends. That's why I don't have female friends. Because with the female friend, you have to check in, check out, check up. Sorry, you have to discuss certain things, and
My God.
nah,
And if you don't text us, we'll be like, oh, you don't.
exactly. So I don't have female friends for a couple of reasons. Because I consider friendship as something very soul. Um, I'm for lack of a better word, sorry, because the word I'm trying to find is something,
I get
something. Yeah, like
it.
it's very important to have a friend because a friend is someone who you can trust with everything.
Definitely.
So I'm not one who always calls, talks to women, friends,
Mhm.
chats. Hey, what's up? I'm just checking. No, if I have a female acquaintance, if I text you, it's either something I want to check in. Uh, I want information. Hey, are you available on this day? We have this. Can you help me with a photo shoot? That's all. Sometimes I do check in. It's not like it's always vice versa.
I
They
perfectly
either
get
text me when they want something. That's
uh
it. So I don't consider them friends. I don't have female friends. I have female acquaintances because it's always work, business, school.
something else.
That yeah. But me having that female friend that I'm always chatting with, I have females who talk to me about their relationships, but I don't talk to them about my own personal life. It's just, hey, this is happening to me. I just need someone to talk to. I'm like, okay, what advice? If I can give advice, because sometimes, yeah, you have to stay,
You
you
have
have
to
to
stay
tell me that.
put.
Because that, so if I can, I
No,
will.
I know.
Yeah, and the acquaintances I've had since back home when I came, and we still chat like once every month, two every month. But friendship is something I hold very solemn. So I don't just throw it out and say this person is my friend, whether it's a guy or a female. So I have a lot of acquaintances, people I know and they know me, and I need help in any different way. I guarantee they can. But friends, I only have three people that they know me in and out, and in fact, two, I would say. The one,
Okay.
yeah, he's a friend as well, but
Mhm.
not as the other two.
It's amazing. Do I have? No, I don't. People may think I'm very outgoing. I think
Yeah,
recently I became a loner. Okay, I'm a big loner right now because I could just stay in my house, my sick bed, and sleep off,
that's me.
stay. But yeah, like I'm a YouTuber. I used to go out. I used to be this very outgoing person, and I can't
Yeah.
bring me to winter. Maybe because I just don't have people around. Like my friends all went to different cities, so and then I
Oh,
moved
okay.
out of the hostel. I just had to start learning to be alone, and I think
Exactly.
it's really got to me that I can't even do without it right now. So I
I
know.
am I am a very big loner. I've been a loner.
Really?
I love being alone. Like sometimes people are like, "How are you indoors all day?" That's just me.
Oh,
That's just me. If I go out, I go out for my own personal time. Just because when I was in Hangzhou, there's a district Linan. That was where I was, and I like summer. I like when the sun is out because I like going out. I like exploring. I like going to places, going to lakes, parks, just sitting there eating up, just listening to music, but by myself.
my god. Oh my god. Okay. That is not a loner. That is an introvert. There is a
Oh,
difference between an introvert and a loner. A loner is you can do things by yourself. Like you could travel by yourself.
oh yeah.
Last year I started traveling alone, like a solo travel. Before I used to say, "Oh, let's go together." I used to be this
Mm,
attached, but then I became a loner last year.
I get you.
But
I
you,
get
I
you.
think it's an introvert because you just want to do things on. I love people around,
Yeah.
but I can still do them alone.
Ah, fine.
Oh, that's
Fine.
nice.
I'm big on that.
Eh, that's a very good I just feel like we shouldn't end. this conversation, but I really don't want it to be like the last time. Last time we talked about going for 40 minutes and we end up going more than 1 hour. So we're just gonna cut this one and
Yeah.
maybe we could, yeah, I think it's okay. It's very, very okay. And first impression is no more like it's not a big stuff.
Okay.
It could be broad in so many directions, but
Yeah.
we've talked a lot. We've talked about business, friendship, relationship, personal,
Yeah.
offline and online chats and people. So I think that's enough. Okay.
Okay.
So do you more like as a guest on my show, my podcast, do you have like a final word? Maybe like something to say to people out there about first impression or
Okay.
generally.
All
Or I'm
right.
gonna see you again in my channel.
Of course. Okay, I think to conclude on my own part, I think first impression is very important. So
Okay.
no matter who you are, try to be on your best foot in every aspect in life. Relationships, you want that girl. Business, you want that contract. Going for it. Be on your best foot. Be prepared. Just be a nice person. Be kind.
Yeah,
Be kind.
that's
Be kind.
oh I can
Just be
overemphasize on that one. I can
just be kind.
overemphasize on
Don't
that.
be rude for no reason. Just
Yeah.
just be that. And because you might lose opportunities.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, for me, the important, and it might be different for other people, but make sure you always put your best foot front in every situation.
Okay. That's great. That's okay. For me, I'll just round up. I think
Okay.
first impression to me, Jay
Yeah.
Bernard, it's a 50-50 because I try not to be judgmental. Okay. But if there's a word like second impressions, please use it very well. Because I
That's
could
the last
either
chance.
kill you or
That's the last chance.
yeah. So yeah, I
Okay.
respect second impression more than first impression. It could be a jerk, your first impression. It's okay.
All
But
right.
if you have a chance to have a second impression, then I think it's nice. For me as well, I try as much as possible to make the first impression count. But if I feel or I notice that okay, Jane, you were not your best self or you were rude or you were not cool, I could try to move back to the person or to the situation and try to maneuver my way to making the whole thing sweet. But sometimes it's too late. But yeah, second
Okay.
impression matters more. All right, guys. I really don't want to go, but I think it's getting to 40 something minutes of 50 something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we have to end it here so we could talk about other things. So you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna stop recording right now. And don't forget to subscribe. If you really like to feature my podcast, please send me an SMS or you can email me. And I could sometimes also record myself on just a personal solo topic or some self care advice. So always tune into my channel and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
All right.
All right. So